friends, the demands of love is not easy. It is indeed difficult. It takes a lot of effort to love, or else, if it is something easy, then that is not true love after all. Even God proclaims to us the greatest love by sacrificing everything of Himself, of giving everything of Himself to us, His beloved. And that is always the pattern of true love. It requires not just part and parcel of ourselves, but it requires full, total commitment and the full generosity of the giving of oneself to the beloved. And that is why hearing the gospel narrative in today's celebration somehow would bother us. First, we could think that Christ is actually contradicting Himself for being counter-cultural and even counter-humanistic with His approach in our gospel today of not bringing peace, but the sword instead, of creating havoc, division among members of the family or within the circle of the family instead of uniting family members. But somehow, if we try to go beyond what the Lord would tell us in the context of the demands of love, then we can find its proper meaning and proper perspective. Most especially when Jesus said that if we are not willing to carry our cross, then we are not worthy of Him. For the cross is indeed the greatest symbol of what love is all about. And the Lord wants to set priorities, hierarchies of love, that the very top of this hierarchy should always be our love for God. Not love for humans, not even the love of our families, and even a special person whom we are very affectionate with. But it should be the love of God. Because the Lord is not a jealous God, but He knows exactly that if we put the love of Him at the pyramid, at the top of the pyramid, at the hierarchy of our levels of love, then it will just cascade to our other forms of love. For the love of God is the very foundation. And as a foundation, it teaches us the proper love, the true love. With the love of God, it brings everything into a proper perspective. With the love of God, it brings the whole meaning of why we are asked to love and why our identity is love. Because that highest form of love of God, for God is someone on whom we cannot see, how much more if it would teach us more of the love to the people whom we can see, people who are tangible. Then therefore, our love of God as the very foundation teaches us the proper ways of loving. Teaches us not the love that is only one-sided, but a love that supports growth for both the beloved and the lover. And this is what the Lord wants us to realize. As long as we put the proper hierarchy of love, then our other loves would just follow on how we love God, would be somehow instructed of the proper tenets of loving. But if we put human love at the top of hierarchy, then it would be a kind of love that will not last long, a kind of love that is not ennobling, a kind of love that is self-centered. But if we put the love for God at the highest level of the hierarchy of loving, then our other loves become redemptive. Our other loves would become a source of our salvation, and it is ennobling in our hearts. And therefore, we continue to love God above all other persons, all above other things, because this is the very foundation. The love of God teaches us the proper ways of our love to our families, to our loved ones, even to our friends. Amen.